Good morning, Aquarius. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Aquarius, this is going to be your May 2024 reading. This will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus. Cross watcher, if that is you, welcome to the channel as well. Guys, always discern the messages accordingly. Remember that not everything will be for you. Some things may fit, some things may not, so on and so forth. Don't forget to reverse the roles if necessary, right? So, Aquarius, we're going to jump into your reading, see what's going on for you guys right now. I hope you're doing well. It's always a privilege to sit down and do these readings for you. To everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, commented, thank you so very much. For those who have booked personal readings as well, thank you for that. And then the donations to the channel that have come in as well. You guys are absolutely incredible, and I thank you all very much for all of your love and support. My morning voice is still kicking here, so bear with me. And all right, so let's get into it, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on in May for you all. Instantly, there's a lot around water energy. I don't know. You could be dealing with a water sign. Not sure. You know, I feel the need to say this. I've had a lot of Aquariuses over the years who are not super familiar with astrology say, you know, I thought I was a water sign, right? Or the water bearer. I don't even know why that's coming up right now, but it is. So for those of you who need clarification on that, Aquarius, you are an air sign. But, you know, I do think that it's funny with this Aquarian card. There's a lot of water in that card, right? So I don't know, they're just bringing attention to that. So if you've had some confusion about what you are an air sign. It's intellect, it's the mental thought process, it's all of those things. It's something beyond our norm, right? Free thinking energy, water, emotions, right? So let's see. I don't know why, but that was a thing. All right, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to be aware of, Spirit, at this time? Aquarius. I feel like you guys are contemplating a lot of things. And funny, the elements are coming out heavy for you. High Priestess of Earth. Aquarius, it's kind of like, I don't know that you are, it's something about your focus. It is contemplative. You may not be saying a whole lot. There may be a lot of quiet energy that is coming from you, as much as you are out there, right? Personable, that kind of thing. There is also, it's almost like you're distracted by something here. I don't know what that's about. High Priestess of Spirit coming in. I don't know. You're distracted by something. I don't know what that something is yet. For Aquarius, please, Spirit. The Warrior. Oh, there's a lot more here. Honesty. Cycles. And differences. Okay. You know, I feel like with this honesty card and then oath. Aquarius, I don't know if I like this or not. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like you're trying to close. Okay. How do I put? All right. You're being complex this morning. Aquarius, this is kind of like a mixed energy of, you could be dealing with somebody else, right? I don't always go into love and all that stuff, but there's definitely something here around a partnership where there's some differences that are coming into this, all right? There is a very strong independent energy. There's a very strict focus to foundations, so home, security, family, legacy, finances, goals, aspirations, dreams. Someone here, again, I get this feeling of a water sign. I've got the 13 here, which is that of Scorpio. So water energy. And then I've got a 10 on your side of this, the way this is coming out. 2 10s as well. This is like a mirroring of some energy here, but yet it's completely different. Like the ends of cycles that are transpiring for you and for another person, they're coming in differently. And I'm going to say it's not about necessarily the romance. It feels more friendly oriented than anything else, the way this comes in. And this may be, Spirit is saying, a misunderstanding of communication, the need to be very blunt and forward. And it's funny because I look at this energy from both sides, and I feel like this could go either way, whether this is for you or for that person. That person is, it's almost like you're teaching each other something here, Aquarius, but the lesson itself has yet to be learned. So this is kind of like this new part of this new cycle is learning how to take what you are doing, your focus, and then being able to translate that. So let's just say, as an example, there is somebody who you've had a lot of openness with. Again, friendship, it doesn't have to be anything more than friendship. Maybe a work partnership, a collaboration. It could be romantic. It could be family, right? It could be anything. And it's like you're both showing up as completing something. It is a bit of transformational energy. But as I've said in the past in some of the other readings, this is you getting your legs underneath you in something that you may not be familiar with. All right. One side of this comes in a very bubbly sort of sense, Aquarius, and I feel like that's you. Like, oh, okay, you know, that's great, sure. The other side of this is coming in from, I don't want to say a dark space, but a lot of past shit, I guess would be the best way to put this. So it's like you both, baby, how you address situations, how you address certain things could be very, very different, right? Very different on how that happens. So it's almost trying to understand the other side's perspective or their way of thinking, being, doing, seeing things. And I will say, if you are dealing with a water sign, you two couldn't be further apart. You know, that's you guys being that headspace, right? That mental aspect. And then a water sign being the emotional side of things. But this could also be a duality within you. You know, that's the other thing. Spirit's like switch this up just a little bit. Aquarius, this could also be you learning how to step into something more and getting honest about there we go. Thank you, Spirit. What direction your life is going. So I do think, now that Spirit has brought this to my attention, right? There we go, making more sense of this. There is twofold situation here, Aquarius. This is about you primarily in the background as part of that experience. You have this person, friend, lover, it does whatever this is, in the background, who might be a slight bit of a catalyst for this awareness that's coming in for you, or the awareness that you may be starting to have, or the questions even Spirit is saying that you're starting to have for yourself on what you're doing, and having a deeper knowledge on an emotional level of this awareness that's showing up here somehow. I don't know why I'm stumbling over my words, but there could be issues around communication, or what to say, how to say it, how to address it. And then even with yourself, maybe feeling like you're not expressing something to yourself. It's like you need to be honest, you know, brave through any emotions, brave through the honesty of what you know you need for yourself moving forward. It's getting clarity around that, okay? So it's a unique and interesting energy how this comes in, because you're very much in your reading, but yet you've got this smaller thing that is in the background who I think is going through this transformation. You may be learning a lot from this person in the coming weeks, the next 2 weeks, Spirit is saying. take in that information, take in that knowledge. Spirit said, don't take things personally as well. So, you know, be mindful of that. So I'm going to tell you, this reading feels a little dry to me. Talking about that water energy, right? Like, it feels dry though. It's Spirit. Oh my God, what is happening? Spirit's like, you know, get the lube because you're going to need it for this lesson. Like, okay, we'll take it. That's what they're giving me. That's what we're going to take. All right. All right, Aquarius. It's like, can we make this hurt a little less or something to that effect? What does Aquarius need to know, Spirit? Or candle, look. Candle, right? And I talked about the astrology, right? The water sign, who you are, what you are. And then you've got this candle of honesty right there. Very interesting that both of those cards show up in two completely different types of decks. Illumination. It is lighting the way forward for you in some way. If Spirit is saying, if you allow it. I do think that you're open to understanding different people, different types, different languages, in communication style, we'll call it, right? Like, there's something about the personality. I'm going to say for some of you, you know, the astrology or the comparisons of, this may be something you're really learning about right now too. So you could just be kind of like in that free thinking kind of mode where you are diving into a new way. Maybe you are learning astrology. Maybe you're diving into how it affects your daily life and things like that. You could be learning about it, studying it, researching it, whatever. But there's a lot around that. But the astrology is also about your destiny and your path. And it's like Spirit is saying, I got the goosebumps. Oh, you are meant to learn now. Some of you, there's something about an age in passing. I don't know what that's about. I will say the numbers 26, 36, 37, and 49 stick out significantly. Spells. There's that mental energy. Hydromancy. See, there's something very specific about this water-air combo that's coming in here. You could feel like, you know, with this illusion and then the certainty, anything that you weren't clear on. So there's a lot of clarity, too, that's coming in with this, where it's kind of like, you think about it, the heart and the head meet. The head is the mental, the heart space is the emotions, right? You're starting to get some clarity around something that maybe seemed a little muddled, or somebody here is seeking that clarity, right? Spells, alchemy, alchemizing and bringing the balance between the heart and the head, perception. I really want to say to you, Aquarius, make sure that throughout the month of May, if you aren't certain about something, that you are truly addressing it to its core value. And if it's with somebody else and you don't know and you don't understand, the best way to address it is to ask the questions. Maybe you're the one answering the questions here, Aquarius. I don't know. But there is something to the fact that you're learning something very new. This is going to be a month of like incorporating the heart and the head when it comes to all matters. And I know that I've talked about this in your videos before about getting into your emotions. And there could be something, some kind of catalytic change, that alchemy that comes in and kind of stirs that up for you and starts to help you realize how when these two separate aspects or elements, the water and the air, are brought together, how they work together, how they can be beneficial to one another, but then also understanding how they can be, you know, turn into hurricanes and tornado kind of feel. Tsunamis, I guess, maybe, I don't know. But it's, what I will say is it's clearly still, right? There's no ripples, there's nothing coming in, and I feel like with that energy, either you or someone else could be a little cautious of creating that ripple effect. Like, I don't want to put ripples in the water. Things are clear, things are smooth, things are easy right now. Do I want to complicate anything? So it's, but there's a desire in a situation here, Aquarius, whether this is for yourself or with somebody else. There is a desire here for more. You don't get that flame sparked up and then either blow it or water it out. It's very important that you begin to work with this energy as it comes in, because there is something here. And it's kind of like, I do feel like if you're dealing with another person, both very brave in your own right, both very, the need to be transparent. And I think there's a lot of transparency, genuinely. But there is something about the emotions that are a little muddled. Okay? I hope this is making sense for you guys, the way this is coming in. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. Past, present, future here, Aquarius. Spirit for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? Talking about... Okay. Could be dealing with a soulmate here of some sort, Aquarius. I'm not going to BS you. Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, that emotional confusion. Five of Swords. I don't know why I'm getting the feeling with the Knight of Pentacles. This is kind of like taking a chance. But I'm also going to say this is also you kind of going off on your own direction. You've started something here in the past. Whether, again, this is for yourself. And for some of you, I really do feel like this is just for yourself. And this is embarking on some healing of... Spirit is even saying past life stuff. But I think that this is just you maturing, you growing. You know, I would say to the masculines out there, the males specifically, even though we don't typically attach gender to this, but... and even feminines. I mean, the same thing. It doesn't even have to be a masculine thing. Maturing, it's almost like feeling like you've gotten older overnight, but not in the physical sense. More so of things that are coming into your life are requiring more maturity of you. Okay? So whether this is something that you kind of initiated for yourself, or not. You may be in a space and time of a situation right now that's requiring an up-leveling of you, Aquarius. And that's what this feels like to me with this Knight of Pentacles. So you're stepping into this new way, this new opportunity, but it's tending to cause some emotional confusion. You could have options open in different situations. You may be trying to kind of alchemize and play with various things at the same time. And this Five of Swords is not knowing what to do. Self-sabotage, some self-defeat. Kind of going, I'm hearing, what did I get myself into? I think this is a matter of you overthinking things. Worrying about things that aren't necessarily, they need to be worried about. They just need to be felt their way through and do what you need to do. 18:18 on the clock. Moon energy, right? There you go. There's more of that muddledness that comes through. All right, let's clarify. I'm sorry if I'm not super enthusiastic this morning. I don't know, not enough coffee yet today, I guess. All right, let's see. Let's see here. What is this Knight of Pentacles? See, starting something new, moving on to calmer things. I said it. I said it. You could be dealing with somebody. There's the Lover's card, Knight of Cups, Six of Swords. You know, it's kind of like Aquarius in some way. You're kind of leading the way forward for yourself, definitely, but then also for somebody else. Like you're becoming, you know, a guide somehow, or a learning tool, or you are utilizing something or yourself as a learning tool. I do feel like this is tied to somebody else in which you've made some kind of offer to, that Ace of Pentacles, and there you are, the Star, with this Lover's card. But I also feel like you're reserving yourself. It's kind of like, I reserve the right to check out if I need to. Okay, yeah, you could reserve the right to check out if you need to. But I would say to you, Aquarius, what is it that you're starting to try to invest in with that Knight of Pentacles and that Page of Cups? Or the Knight of Cups, I'm sorry. It is, you're a step up in maturity, again, from where you were. And it feels like you're coming in with this younger energy about you, but you're also, whether you know it or not, or if it's intentional or not, you are like leading the way. Like I'm seeing the Six of Swords as you kind of rowing. You're the one rowing that boat. You're the one taking someone to safety. Or maybe you know, for some of you, you could feel like someone else is taking you there. You've got a lot of water and earth with this. You've got the earth over there as well. But there's something about this. It's almost like a missing piece in between. I think I'm actually going to see what this is. Okay. Spirit is saying it's noble. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, it's a noble thing to do. The in-between, I was like, okay, let's bridge the gap here. The Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Ace of Cups is what's bridging the two of these. When you decided to make an Ace of Pentacles, funny, we've got the Cups and the Pentacles, and what started this all off, whatever this is, and there's that fire again, right? That spark, that passion, that desire, and that is the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. There was a desire to see that something had a lot of potential, a lot of growth. Ace of Cups. It's like you're giving something here, the beginnings of a stable foundation. It's got potential, right? Ace of Cups, it's got potential for love, self-care, love to another person. I'm going to say because the Seven of Cups comes in, it's a mix. There's a mix on how you love yourself as well as how to love another in this new beginning, or just even showing some compassion, care, and understanding that you're mixing both who you are as an Aquarius with the emotion. Boundaries. It's kind of like, to me, it's kind of like letting go of those boundaries, because that one is shining very brightly outside of all of these other wands. Seven of Pentacles, you've created some sort of investment here with something. Whether this, again, collaboration or whatever it is, this situation has a whole lot of potential behind it with both of these cards. So, what are you doing present day? What is going on here, Aquarius? What is this Seven of Cups about? You know, it could be illusions. It could be, you know, what's shining bright and new, what's exciting. I don't feel like you're necessarily bored because you see the potential. Ten of Swords in the reverse. It's kind of like you could, and there you are, Aquarius, the star, healing. I almost feel like you could be picking apart little things. The one phrase I keep hearing, checking all the boxes. Checking all the boxes. I think that in the past, there's been a lot of people not checking the boxes, or they start to tend to check certain boxes and then you find certain things about them that doesn't check the boxes. I think that you are seeing something or somebody, maybe, again, this could be job, this could be friendship, this could be lots of things. You know, what do you hold valuable to you with these pentacles that secure something for the long term in anything that you're doing? I think that with this, there's been a lot of checking of the boxes in the past to a point. Now there are certain aspects and things. There might be 7 key things that you look for in a job, in a person, for yourself. And you're going, okay, yeah, that one, that's good. That's good, that's good. And it's kind of like giving me a little bit of red flag kind of energy with this Red Bull sitting on here. It's like, ew, there's this one thing that I'm just not sure about. And I think that that one thing is that call between that heart and the head space of trying to have some emotional understanding around a particular situation and or a particular person. Someone may be making you or forcing you to step up to a plate. You could be dealing with an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Aquarius, I do feel like this star energy is you learning how to get out of this self-saboteur kind of energy. This is also you understanding that not every situation is going to be the same. It's very, very important, but my problem with this is you're going from the Seven of Cups to the Five of Swords, which is kind of stepping right back into, you started something off. It's like starting something and never finishing it, okay? Seven of Cups to the Five of Swords. Oh, a lot of cards. Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Queen of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Aquarius, Five of Pentacles. I'm going to be honest with you. You could really feel like something that started off really good, checked all those boxes. This Five of Pentacles and Page of Wands, we know in this deck, I do not like the Page of Wands. Slimy, sleazy, shitty, sneaky. I just don't feel the vibe. This energy that comes in, and it's got the Ten of Swords behind it, and then there's that boundary in the Eight of Cups. There's something in this that screams happiness to you. I mean, the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Or you could see it as somebody as well who is really working on those things for themselves. That could be you, that could be somebody else, but very protective of what they have built. And even for you, protecting what you have secured, and then knowing who it is you want to work with, who it is you want to share that with. And I feel like there's this massive internal fear of like your ego is taking over. The fear that is attached to that ego takes over and goes, do you really want to go there? It's like starting a new business venture and going, yeah, this could be amazing. And you've got all the blueprints, all the game plans situated. But then something nah, I probably shouldn't do that. Is your fear getting in the way of any forward progress that you're making? I want to clarify these other ones because I don't trust what you think you're seeing. That one red cup, that one Seven of Cup there, that you're seeing as a red flag, and I feel like you're letting that overrule. And I'm not saying don't pay attention to red flags in situations, but I also feel like that situation in itself is the immature, the old you, trying to pick something apart, you trying to find a problem. Like you're waiting for, it's like you're waiting to be disappointed, is how I feel about this. You're waiting to be disappointed by something. The Devil. Talk about that fear and that ego. There's that Devil card. Page of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Queen of Cups. Let's see here. I don't know. You've got a very... I will say to you, someone here is being very cautious about how close they let somebody get to them. In general, you know, somebody here feeling or emotionally withdrawn or watching this influx of emotions come in. It's almost like there's a fear of something or somebody overtaking your world, Aquarius. What is that fear about? It's you needing to share certain things as you're maturing. Like, you're not the same person that you once were. And I know that's something that we say quite a bit. You've grown, you've gone through these cycles. There's a lot of things. And, you know, and I'm going to say, too, do not expect perfection in a situation, whatever that means to you. So if you're kind of like nitpicking things apart in some way, do you need to be aware? Yeah, you do. Definitely, right? But you also can't nitpick situations either. You can't expect perfection. Everything, everybody has a past. Let's just say in business, right? There's a company, they've changed their name, they had filed bankruptcy, but they're starting on a new slate. They went through something, they had to have this experience. Now they know what not to do. Okay? It's kind of like the same thing. So if someone is relaying information about a past, understand the work that it took, whether this is you or someone else, to get to where they are, because there's been a lot of investing that to feel the need that you have to protect something at all cost tells me it was a long, hard fought road to get to where you are, period, whether this is for you or for them. So there's the work here has been done by somebody, probably both sides of a situation. And now it's, do we push past this fear? Do we mature to just handle it differently? Our heart space is different. Our communication style is different. Our desires are different. We're not operating from the ego. Don't let the ego be the thing that steps in and takes control. Okay? It's learning to alchemize all parts. That the past is the past. The present is the now. The future has yet to be written. Right? Let it be in a state of flow. Don't think, it's like you're trying to think your way out of a paper bag. You can think about it all you want to, but you have to take some kind of action before any result is achieved. Don't overthink an end result to something that hasn't had the opportunity to develop to its fullest potential yet, because, excuse me, this Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles, what you nurture grows. Queen of Cups, or Queen of Pentacles. What you nurture grows, but you have to be willing to put the work into it to watch it mature. There's a lot around maturity in this, how you're handling things more than anything, Aquarius. So I do feel like you're examining the possibilities of a lot of things here. And I don't know, for some of you, if this is love, you could have, excuse me, you could have sworn off love and maybe sworn off a type of job, sworn off a type of friend. This was just a promise to yourself. But you're going to have to take each situation, each person, each story, and allow it to be its own thing. You just always take the lessons with you, but also let things be fluid enough to go where they're supposed to go, okay? So what is the advice here for Aquarius, please, Spirit advice? Twin flames, yin, yang, and balanced duality. Union, complement, polar opposites. We talked about those differences in the beginning, right? So you could be dealing with a twin flame, a soulmate, something like that. Death, I said about that death card, that 13 in the beginning. The relationship is over, no second chances. Grow and transform. What's dead is dead. I'm going to tell you, if you're dealing with third-party situations, like if you have your options open, if it is love, or romance or whatever, because if you've got third parties, is it really fucking love? I don't know. This is you, again, recognizing that in order to have higher levels of commitments, if you're going to really complete something, you need to see it through to the end. And if you do have third parties in a situation, how can you invest your time, energy, and attention into something if you are not willing to put your full energy, effort, and attention into it? What you nurture, I just said, what you nurture is what grows. If you're not nurturing something, it will create an ending. There's no traction, there's no growth, there's no attention, there's no love. Nothing is being given to it. And then that becomes that self-saboteuring kind of energy. Some of you could be wondering if your person has another person. Like if they're outgrowing you, or if you're outgrowing certain situations as well. You've moved past a karmic point here, Aquarius, with some things. And I do think that things are trying to up-level for you. Make sure you're not the thing that's getting in the way of that up-leveling. Aquarius, advice. Ship, cutting ties, moving on, receiving what you need, progression, and arriving. Soulmates. The cat. Always, always the cat. You need, I'm going to tell you, you guys may be at a point right now where you need to make a very serious decision. Either you're going to move on and into something, whether, again, this is love, business, opportunities, friendships, because it's like whatever this imbalances, this difference that is happening, it needs to be, Spirit is using the word rectified. Like, if that's where you're going to put your energy, that's where you need to put your energy. If not, if you're so unsure, Spirit is saying don't leave things hanging in the balance while you're trying to figure it out. Be honest about that, that honesty, that desire. What is it that you desire? Be clear about what your desires are so that you can progress forward with whatever those things are. Again, regardless of the situation. You're going to learn a lot from this if you open yourself up to it, because I do think there's a lot of care, there's a lot of compassion, there's a lot of giving, but it's also going, well, I've done these things before, I've tried with a company like this before, I've tried to do this before. You have to dedicate yourself to what it is that you want to achieve. Your dedication to a situation, Aquarius, is going to be the thing that either makes or breaks this. So, I will say to you, lots of potential here. But I will say, I feel like you're slowing that progression down. The company, if they offer you a job, they want you to, they're waiting for you to say, yeah, I'm going to take that job. Yes, I'm going to make this move. If you have someone in your life, are you going to take this opportunity to get to know this person? Whatever you're doing, you're going to have to invest yourself in. All right? Aquarius, I'm leaving it there. Sending you guys so much love. Take care of yourselves. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I will see you all soon. Bye.